What's up, Gooners? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got 3 transfer stories today that show Andrea Berta's strategy for building Arsenal's future. So go ahead and like the video, and let's get to today's news. Gooners, Mikel Arteta has confirmed that Arsenal are ready to spend in the January transfer window. Their stance has shifted after a summer of sweeping changes, and there's definitely an appetite for fresh attacking quality. While Arsenal have shown interest in Antoine Semenyo, who scored 9 goals and supplied 3 assists in the Premier League this season, they haven't acted on their curiosity. Perhaps Andrea Berta wants to head down a shrewder route. According to Sky Sports, Arsenal have been scouting Jean-Mattéo ahead of the new year. The Eintracht Frankfurt forward is only 20 years old, but he's been identified as a potential superstar with the completeness of skill set to become a major player in the Premier League. Eintracht Frankfurt are ready to play hardball, pricing the prospect at £71 million. That's expensive for a 20-year-old, but here's why Arsenal might be willing to pay it. Semenyo is riding the crest of a wave at the moment, but there's every reason to believe that Bahoya has the potential to far outstrip the 26-year-old Ghana international. The Frenchman's natural physicality and technical quality have actually led analyst Spencer Mossman to describe him as playing like a younger Saka. That's massive praise and bodes well for his potential in the Premier League. Startlingly fast with a tenacious work rate that most young forwards simply don't boast, you can see why Bahoya is considered in the same breath as Arsenal's talisman. He actually ranks among the top 13% of positional peers in the Bundesliga for successful take-ons and the top 4% for tackles and interceptions per 90, according to FBref. Those are elite defensive numbers for a winger. He's not just an attacker, he's a complete player who contributes on both sides of the ball. That's exactly what Arteta demands from his wide players. The prolific output hasn't come yet in terms of goals and assists, but he is electric, dynamic, and invariably dangerous. Working under Arteta's wing will give rise to such sharpness. Arsenal are all about the long game. There's a far greater chance of maximising value by signing someone of Bahoya's ilk rather than pushing for Semenyo, who's entered his prime without yet trying his hand at the highest level for a top team. Given that Semenyo is a boyhood Arsenal fan and sources like David Ornstein have recently confirmed Arsenal's admiration, it's clear the London club are holding fire for a reason. Could it be that they're getting ready to intensify their interest in Bahoya instead? The France under-21 international is going from strength to strength in Germany, and signing him would align with Arsenal's focus on landing up-and-coming talents. Given his Saka-esque and Semenyo-esque qualities, it might just be the shrewd signing to ensure a continuation of this thrilling journey under Arteta. Personally, I think £71 million for a 20-year-old described as a younger Saka is actually reasonable in today's market. If he develops as expected, he could be worth double that in 3 years. That's the kind of value Arsenal need to pursue. Now let's talk about Arsenal's South American scouting, because Andrea Berta is making moves on a 20-year-old Brazilian midfielder who could be special. According to a report via Bolavip, Arsenal are interested in signing Breno Bidon from Corinthians. The 20-year-old is highly rated in South America, and he could prove to be an excellent long-term investment. Manchester United have been linked with the player as well, so this could become a race between 2 English giants. Arsenal have made contact with the Brazilian club regarding a move for the midfielder. They've made a direct inquiry, but they're yet to come forward with an official proposal. Arsenal could use more quality and creativity in the middle of the park, and Bidon would be the ideal acquisition. He can operate as a central midfielder as well as an attacking midfielder, giving Arteta tactical flexibility. Bidon will help create opportunities for his teammates with his technical ability, flair and vision. He'll also help Arsenal control the tempo of the game, which is crucial in Arteta's possession-based system. Arsenal watched the player in action during the Betano Cup final. It will be interesting to see if they come forward with an official offer to get the deal done. The opportunity to join Arsenal will be exciting for the 20-year-old. He'll want to compete at the highest level in future, and joining a Premier League club would be ideal for him. Arsenal have done well to improve young players in the past, and they could play a key role in his development. Arsenal have been very active in the transfer market in recent windows. They've signed multiple quality players, and adding Bidon would be another feather in their cap. The fact that Manchester United are also interested shows the calibre of player we're talking about. When two of England's biggest clubs are competing for a Brazilian talent, you know he's got something special. This fits Arsenal's strategy perfectly. Scout South America aggressively, identify young talents before they move to Europe, and sign them before their value explodes. It's the same model that brought Gabriel Martinelli to Arsenal for peanuts, and look how that turned out. If Arsenal can beat United to Biden's signature, it would be a major coup. Brazilian midfielders with technical quality and vision are always in demand, and locking him down early could save Arsenal tens of millions compared to waiting until he's established in Europe. Alright, let's finish with Kenan Yildiz, because the Juventus star has just made it clear what he wants in a new contract, and Arsenal are watching closely. Following the latest round of talks, Yildiz has told Juventus that he wants guarantees the team will be fighting for the Serie A title again. The 20-year-old is also demanding a huge salary of over £5.2 million per season, moving him in line with Jonathan David as the club's highest earner. Currently, there remains plenty to sort before Yildiz commits his future in Turin. Meanwhile, several major clubs, including Arsenal, are waiting in the wings. According to Corriere dello Sport, Juventus remain confident about renewing Yildiz's contract despite the gap between their offer and the player's demands. Yildiz believes he's worth £5.2 million per season, whereas Juventus are currently offering around £3.9 million. That's a gap of roughly £1.3 million per year, which isn't seen as insurmountable. Juventus are confident that through bonuses, an agreement can eventually be struck. Crucially, Yildiz is eager to win titles with Juventus in an attempt to emulate his idol Alessandro Del Piero. That's a powerful emotional connection that could keep him in Turin. Yildiz is also believed to have an excellent relationship with manager Luciano Spalletti, which could aid negotiations. This season, Yildiz has been in fine form for Juventus, producing 13 goal contributions in 23 appearances. Those are solid numbers for a 20-year-old, and they explain why so many top clubs want him. Contract talks between the two parties are soon set to resume, and Andrea Berta will be keeping a keen eye on the situation. Berta wants to sign a new attacker in 2026, and Yildiz is believed to be one of the options the Italian director has been eyeing. So where does this leave Arsenal? Well, if Juventus can meet Yildiz's demands and provide guarantees about competing for titles, he'll probably stay. But if those talks break down, Arsenal will be ready to pounce. The fact that Yildiz is demanding title guarantees is interesting. He's ambitious, he wants to win, and he's not willing to stick around at a club that's not competing at the highest level. That's exactly the mentality Arsenal want in their players. Arsenal can offer him those title guarantees. We're top of the Premier League, competing in the Champions League, and building a dynasty under Arteta. If Yildiz wants trophies, Arsenal might actually be a better bet than Juventus right now. But Arsenal would also have to match or exceed that £5.2 million salary demand, which would make Yildiz one of the higher earners at the club. Is he worth it? Based on his potential and current form, probably yes. This is a waiting game for Arsenal. Let Juventus try to negotiate, see if they can close the gap, and if they can't, Arsenal swoop in with a concrete offer. That's smart, patient work from Berta. What do you think, Gooners? Would you rather sign Bahoya or Semenyo? Should Arsenal beat United to Bidon? And is Yildiz worth £5 million plus per year? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an Arsenal update. Until next time, Gooners. Come on, you Gunners!